What's going on, everybody? I'm just as surprised to be racing today as you are, considering last week how that went. So, yeah, today we are at Paris for the second round of Swapmoto's Triple Crown series, I believe. I think that's what it is, Triple Crown, yeah. Second round of that at Paris, and I am riding the 125. The 125 was the easier one to fix out of the two bikes from last week. Did a little bit of minor surgery and took the side cover off and side case and went through that whole thing, and I believe I got it fixed. So we're gonna find out. I haven't ridden it at all yet, and so we're gonna find out. It should be good though, I believe. So I think we're okay. 250, I haven't touched the 250 since last week, and so it's like I didn't want to deal with that right now, so I'm just gonna leave it alone for now, and we'll work on it when I get to it at that point. So yeah, 125 hopefully works, and we're gonna try to go race some more at least. It's like the last two rounds of the year, so it's this round, and there's one more race at Glen Helen. I don't think I'll get the 125 or the 250 fixed for that race either, so I'm probably gonna ride the 125 there, and then we'll call it a year, and I'll have the 250 for next year. So I think that's the plan right now. We're just gonna try to see it out. Who's this person cutting the line? So yeah, we're gonna try to find a spot to park and have some fun, hopefully, and get some laps in, because I didn't get to ride at all Sunday last week. Rode Saturday, but maybe get some good motos in and see how it goes. I'm signed up for the same two classes I was at State Fair, so that's Sportsman Novice and 25 Plus Novice. And we'll see who shows up in what class at that point, so who knows? I'm really just surprised I'm here, so I'm just happy to be here racing. That's all I can say. I'm just happy to be here racing today, so yeah. I guess let's get inside and get all set up and get to practice. Well, one of the things I hate about Paris, track is fine. It's all the stuff on the other side of the fence. Just trying to parking. It's like almost as bad as Mammoth, if not worse, because there's less parking and there's more people. I think, I don't know. Well, there's more people at Mammoth, but it's just as bad. It's like I was parked. You can see it. I was parked right there, right there, and some kid came up and was like, "You can't park here. You need to park over there." I'm like, "Okay, fine." And I came and parked over on this side, so now I'm pretty much parked on the mini track. Like I'm in the corner of the mini track, and then I was on the other side of the berm. It's just a small little berm. And then I went and signed up, and that took about a half hour to do. Just to wait in line, because they no longer do the online registration line. So I went and signed up and got my transponder line. I come back and the guy's standing there, he's like, "You gotta move like in here." I'm like, "Why?" Because like, the water truck's gotta come through here. There's plenty of room for the water truck to go between me and the gate, but whatever. So yeah, I just made it inside the gate, and then like when I was sitting in line, they were turning people around and having them park outside the gate. So it's like, why are you gonna hold this? Try to hold a big event here and then have no parking for anyone? I think there is a flat track race going on over there. It's not the motocross track that runs the flat track, so they're having another race over there. So it's like, it's a little more compact, but it's like, seriously, like, you guys know you have a big event, you know you're gonna have so many people here, and they get packed in pretty good, but it's like, there are so many other spots, like, I passed, like, I can park there, I can park there, I can park there, and they wouldn't let me park any of those. Like, but why? So it is what it is at this point. So I'm way over here. So that's the track, pretty much. So I'm like on the other side of the track. So the starting gate's way over on that side, and then I guess I can see what's on the track and what's going on. I can watch pretty good from here, but it's like, really? You're gonna make us park over here? Like there's people parked up on like jumps, and it is what it is, I guess. And the only problem is the people that run the Swapmoto race series own Paris and State Fair, so that's why we always have rounds here. And it's like, And they're both the tracks that are the worst to park at, Paris and State Fair. Because there's parking lots are so small. Like State Fair's parking lot's a little better, but it's small on one side, but it opens up and there's a big spot on the other side. Here it's just there's not much to it, so it's like, and we knew it was gonna be tight, but it is what it like, whatever. Ice Glen Helen, LACR, which are other tracks that this series goes to somewhat regularly. We'll go to LACR like 3 times a year, maybe, if that. Glen Helen, the next round's Glen Helen, and there's always plenty of parking there, but it's like, really? Could've... I don't know. I don't know how I would have done it any better if I could have. Because there's only so much room here, and there's... I don't know. I'm gonna get dressed. Well, that was kind of interesting. I went out to practice, and it was the first time riding the bike since it stopped working at Day in the Dirt. So, first time on the track, riding the bike, going through the gears, and it was working okay. Then a couple times I'd have the same issue where I'd be downshifting, and it just downshifted into neutral, and it wouldn't go into first. So I just had to click it back up in a second and kind of roll through the corner in a second. Luckily there's no big hills here, so I don't have to worry about going up a hill in second. It seems like it got a little better the more I went, more shifted through first and second. Like whatever dog was messed up on the transmission as far as like where it clicks into gear, either smoothed back out and rounded back out a little bit better so it click into gear, or I don't know, but it started working a little bit better towards the end of practice. A couple times actually I just had to like pretty much like jump on the shifter to click it into first, and then it would go into first. Even pulling the clutch or whatever didn't really help much anyway, so. Because that's all I normally shift, is barely just flip the throttle and then click into gear. So even pulling the clutch in didn't do anything, so I was like, well, shoot. So it's gone into first. I did both practices, and on the way back from the track I was in second, downshift the first, click back into second, downshift the first, and it's going through there pretty good now, so I think we're good. I was definitely worried there for a good couple laps, like, oh shoot, I just wasted so much time and money coming out here. Not really much money, I mean $50-something to come out here plus gas and waking up at 5 o'clock to drive out here, but besides that, I was like, oh shoot, it's gonna be a quick day, but so far it's seemed to have held up. So we'll see how the races go. I'm gonna figure out what race I'm in right now and walk around a little bit, but yeah, it was definitely worried there for a good couple laps, like, shoot, that wasn't the problem, what I thought it was, and what I fixed probably didn't help. I wasn't helping before, but now it seems to be okay now, so we'll see. I'm not sure. It seems to be okay, but still a little iffy on it, but we're gonna go out there and send it, I guess, and try it. It's definitely kind of sketchy though. For a little bit there, it was like, oh shoot, am I gonna be able to ride? So far we seem to be okay. But all right, so I went over and got the schedule for today. I can find it in my phone. So I am race number 3 for 25 plus novice and race number 9 for sportsman. For 25 plus novice, it looks like I'm all by myself, so it's just me in the class. It looks like. Here it just shows one person, so that's me. So, and then for sportsman, there's 21 total. So sportsman's the big class for me, at least today. We'll see how it goes. Well, for a race that was by myself, I sure took a lot of roost. I'm in here because it's kind of quieter than next to the track, so. But yeah, for a race that I was by myself, I took a handfuls of roost on the start. So as soon as they blasted me on the start, I said, all right, you guys have fun, and just kind of let off and checked up and let everyone kind of go out and do their thing. And supposedly I'm in a class for myself, so I'm just gonna go out there and ride it and have fun, and then picked off a few guys here and there and just kind of felt the bike out and saw how and seen how she was gonna ride, and I've got a lot more confidence in the bike now than I did in practice. So we're feeling good with the bike. It's shifting fine now, and I had no problems with it during that race. So it's one good step forward. Well, that one wasn't as good. I lost so much ground on the start. Like everyone took off and I actually got a good jump. I got ahead of a couple people, but I felt like it didn't shift into third. So I was like, let off a little bit and everyone just went right around me and a couple guys piled up in the corner and yeah, piled up, and after that I just kind of rode my own race and tried to pass a couple guys, and then a couple people went down, and yeah. I out of 21 riders, I don't know. I know I didn't finish last at least, so there's that. I'm not really trying to push this race or anything like that. I'm on a 125. A lot of these kids are on 250Fs or 450s, or so it's like I'm the handicapped and just trying to make it around the track without getting run over. So it is what it is, I guess.
I think I was right here, you're right there. Oh no, you're
I was on that side of you. I was on that side. I don't know which side
though.
though.
Like one or two over. I think you were next to me, right?
Yeah, I was next to you. I just don't remember which one.
You were on the line, on that white line.
I was like, we've done this before. I don't know where I was, so I'm just gonna wait. Do you know who it was?
He took me out in that turn over there.
Oh, okay.
Did he go down?
Yeah, I saw you were down. I was like, okay, it wasn't you. All I saw was the bike. I couldn't see the bike. It was like all dusty. I just saw legs on top of the bike. Like, oh, he's like knocked out.
Yeah. He was out of control on this left-hand berm turn here. He went off the track.
Oh, wow.
He regained right in front of me.
Oh, that's what got you.
And then he was fishtailing and he hit my front end.
Yeah, that's slick.
So then when I went over that jump, when I picked the bike back up, got it started,
yeah.
I was like, oh shit, I bet that's him. He's just out of control that whole first lap. Or the first
I wonder if it was this guy.
Was it? Yeah.
I don't see him. Might have been this guy, yeah. The 324. Well, that was a cluster of a race for sure. So they watered right before our race, and we're all like, oh, it's gonna be slick. And sure enough, it was slick. And one guy that was all over the place ended up crashing really hard, and I didn't see it. I saw him. I saw him after he was crashed, and he was laying on the ground. Like, I mean, all I could see was the bike, dust, and like his feet on top of the bike. I'm like, he's not moving very much. I think he just knocked himself out. And we got him up off the track, and carted him off, so I'm not sure how he's doing. Hopefully he's okay, but we did one lap, they red flagged it, and we went and did it again. And as I'm riding, there's these, I'm riding by myself, so like I'm in my own class, I don't have to really worry about anyone, I just kind of do my own thing, and there's these two kids on the side of the track like pointing my sticker at me. They weren't here when I got back, I was like, where'd they go? That's pretty funny. And then they gave me lotto tickets. They gave me scratchers. Thanks. So whoever those kids were, thank you. That's funny. You didn't have to leave my sticker though. I have more of these. Oh, that's all good though. It's actually getting kind of warm, but. So the bike's running it. I was going so fast though. It's going so fast. I lost my skid plate again. It's only held on by a couple zip ties, like 6 zip ties, so, and one of them broke this morning. So I'm not surprised it fell off, honestly. Like as we're going around the track, and it fell off during the first lap when they red flagged it. And as we're going around, like I saw on the track, I saw one of the flaggers pick it up. I'm like, that's probably my skid plate. Sure enough, it was. So it's just held on by zip ties. That's all it is. So I just gotta put more zip ties on it. I ran out of zip ties Friday when I was putting it on, so I was like, I only have enough for one on each spot. It wasn't enough. So. All right, we're gonna watch some racing and rest up for the sportsman race, which is gonna be a cluster there too, and just run it and see what happens. So, but seriously, thank you guys. That's funny.
probe on the end of the shaft.
Alright, I think we are done. So, we went and watched Caitlin's race and a couple others, and got my transponder put away, got the bike all loaded up, and we are all good to go. Only bummer is the GoPro died in that, for the last lap of the last race, the GoPro died, so. Got most of the race, just the last lap didn't get it. It was pretty much the same thing as the lap before it, so. My starts in the Sportsman were just, nah, they were not great at all, so. It is what it is there. Like that first lap of the last second moto for Sportsman, I like stood up the first like 3 corners and didn't even bother with trying to go or anything, so. For 25 plus, I obviously won. Because I was all by myself, so I got a trophy. Which is kind of whatever because if I was by myself. But hey, it's still a trophy. I showed up. And for Sportsman, out of the 21 riders there were, I finished 18th. Woo! With a 16-18 for 18th overall. That's there are 2 guys in front of me I know I could have passed. I finished in front of them. Not only lost the moto before this one, but the moto the last week and all that, so it is what it is. Like, I know I could have done better, but I like gave up so much on my start and whatever, so. It is what it is, and I did not crash, so. And the bike relatively ran pretty good. There's one part where it did get stuck in first again a little bit, but it worked its way out, so. I probably should go through and split the cases on the 125, but it made it through today with little problems, so I think I'll be okay for racing it one more week, and then after that we'll take it apart over Christmas and all that, so. I think that's it. So, it's been good. I think I'm going to go home now, so if you guys like this video, make sure you hit the like button. If you haven't yet, subscribe. Thanks for watching, as always. I will see you guys in the next one.